going on around you? Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're up dead early on another fantastic Friday, and we're so happy that you can join us. My name is Mark Daniels.
And I'm Gabrielle Gardner, and a happy Friday to you.
Yes, happy Friday, everybody. We've made it. It's the weekend. It's the end of another successful week for you all, and we're so happy that you're up this morning dead early, starting your morning with us. You could be doing anything this morning. You could be out exercising. You could be sipping on your tea, reading your Bible, or you could still be holding up on your sheets in your bed. But you decided to wake up and be up with us on Bahamas at Sunrise, and we appreciate you. So, welcome.
Absolutely. It's a great way to start the day. I like to think that my face is something that you'd like to wake up to. So, grateful that you're with us first thing this morning.
Yeah, how was your week?
It's been a great week. It was very busy, full of exciting things. Yeah, it was a full, enjoyable week. How about you?
I agree. I've been spending a lot of time with the babies, just home throughout the days. Our housekeeper is on vacation, so Daddy is doing double duty, changing diapers, answering calls, sending emails, feeding, just super dad. I love it.
Very cool.
I love spending extra time with my children, and I don't know how many of you out there get to do that, with this claiming changing world with COVID-19 and the pandemic and all kind of things happening. I feel that we've got to spend more time with our children, and you should value that, because every day that passes, they take one step further away to growing up and becoming adults. I can't even think what that, my baby's gonna grow up. No. Anyway, we're so happy you're joining us today. We got a great show for you. First, we want to congratulate the Most Reverend Patrick C. Pinder, the Archbishop of Nassau and the Roman Catholic Archdiocese, on the 43rd anniversary of his ordination to the priesthood and the 20th anniversary of his ordination as Archbishop. May God continue to bless you. Big up yourself. And we got a jam-packed show for you today. We'll find out about the work of the Community Support Services Division of the Department of Social Services in the Bridging the Gap segment, and we'll talk to the organizers of the important Just Walk International Fundraiser for Sickle Cell.
We'll also talk to cybersecurity professor Dr. Clinton Daniel about AI. And the members of the Bahamas Artist Movement, or BAM, are here to tell us about their organization and give us a special performance as part of our summer entertainment series. TCL invites you to the Fall Business Outlooks next month. Join us in Abaco on September 21st at the Abaco Business Outlook. Save the date for the Exuma Business Outlook, which is taking place on October 19th, and round out the year with us at the Long Island Business Outlook on November 16th. Registration is $120. Early registration is $100. Students can attend for $90, and a virtual ticket is $70. Now, let's have our first check on weather with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by NUA, the hands-on agency.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at weather at sunrise, we have the combination of some troughing just to the west of Grand Bahama and Bimini, along with the northern axis of a tropical wave in the southeast and the central Bahamas that's moving towards the west, and that's going to support a wet pattern over the next 36 hours, particularly with the northwest and central Bahamas. And so we have high pressure also that's building across the islands, and some breezy conditions will start today over the northwest and central Bahamas, and for the most part, the southeastern islands. In your weather today, variable cloudiness with breezy, with a chance of a few scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, some of those showers becoming heavier times. So thunderstorms severe at the time, particularly in central Bahamas during the morning hours, high temperature 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy to cloudy skies and breezy with scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, with low temperature going down to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 89 and 80. In Jamaica, 92 and 81. In Trinidad, 1978. On the Turks and Caicos Islands, 91 and 77. Across North America, Atlanta, 91 and 68. In Boston, 1861. In Miami, 1982. Dallas, Texas, 108 and 83. And Toronto, Canada, 73 and 56. As you go to the weekend, we can have cloudy skies on tomorrow as that tropical wave moves towards the west. The clearing comes in the central southeastern islands. And then by Sunday, we look at a mix of sun and clouds as that system moves out of the area with a couple of showers by afternoon, though temperature daytime will be in the lower 90s at nighttime, in the upper 70s to lower 80s. With that puts you up in your first look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Godfrey. The Moment of Joy Be a Better You Foundation, or Marge Baby, is inviting you to participate in their Just Walk fundraiser happening tomorrow in various cities all around the globe, including Nassau. Here to tell us more about this wonderful initiative is Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III. He's the head pastor of the Holy Coptic Church International Bahamas branch and a friend here on the show. Good morning and welcome back.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's good to be here.
Good yawning, eh?
Good yawning.
Great to have you on the show.
It's great to be back. It's
Yes.
great to be back.
So we're here talking about Marge Baby. Tell our viewers what Marge Baby is.
Marge Baby is a foundation that allows the Holy Coptic Church of the Black Messiah to do community outreach. And so tomorrow's walk is another example of Marge Baby coming together to help, in this case, sickle cell. And so tomorrow at 6 a.m., we'll be starting our walk run at St. Augustine's College. And we want you to come out and be a part of it. Yeah.
So why Just Walk? Why a walkathon? And where is this event happening internationally as well?
So our head pastor internationally, Rev. Dr. A.J. Varma, he said to us, oftentimes we as people will say, I can start walking tomorrow. Next week I can start that diet. We always have these excuses as to when we're gonna start doing something. But if we just walk, just get up and just walk. So this isn't just about tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is really about a movement to get people to just get up and move and walk, whereby we as a people can help our bodies to ultimately get back into shape or keep the shape we already have, or but ultimately if you're not moving, if you're not at least moving, you're in trouble. So we want people to just walk, and then from there they might just run. They might
and just everything. I love that.
Yeah.
And as people don't really recognize the time, the connection between your mind, your body,
Correct.
your spirit, your soul. And so if you're not exercising, if you don't feel active, you don't feel fit, you don't feel in shape, that's going to impact the other aspects of yourself.
Yeah, oftentimes we talk about being spiritually aligned, but if you're not in tune with your body, it's probably safe to say you're not in tune with your spirit either.
Yeah.
And so this is a movement that's going to be not just here in Nassau, but in London, England. It's always raining there, so I pray I pray that the rain holds up for them, as well as us here, because we've been getting some rain. South Carolina. We'll also be having a Just Walk. We got one brother down in Jamaica, Ella Owen, Johnny. He can be doing some walking, and that's and then it'd be us here. So it's going to be a movement around the globe, and we want it to grow. This is our first one. It'll be at St. Augustine's, right at SOC. So 6 a.m. The race starts sharp, and we really want people to come out and support.
So there may be some people who are unable to just walk for whatever reason, or unable to attend any of the sessions. Tell us about the virtual component of this walkathon.
So if let's say you're in a city that this event is not taking place in, you can record a portion of your walk and share it with us. You can go to margebaby.com, MOJ-baby.com. and let us know, how you spent that morning. Like I said, the elder over there in Jamaica, he said he can do 20 laps. He can do 20 laps in the park where he is. So he always sends us a clip of him walking, and you can do the same thing.
So we know it's about your health. We know the walk is about improving the health of people around the world, whoever wants to participate. But the funds that are going to be raised from the walkathon, tell us about where that's going.
Well, sickle cell. Sickle cell is a disease or a complication that a lot of black people, a lot of African people of African descent suffer from. And so we want to do our part to assist those people who are suffering or living with this disease or ailment. And so the Sickle Cell Foundation, we've been working with them. We've had a drive. It was about 2 Saturdays ago where we raised over $1,000 already. Awesome. So this is another aspect of the fundraiser. But it's not just about dealing with the symptoms of it. We want to find a cure.
Yes.
So we think that we can, and we know that it needs funds for us to do that. And so this is an opportunity to add more funds into the pot to get that cure.
Definitely an important initiative, and as you said, a disease that impacts the African community more prevalently, and I know people who suffer from this disease. As we wrap up, just tell us once again how people can find out more information and where they need to meet 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so moj-baby.com, mojbaby.com. Register, click Bahamas, and register. Or you can come out at 6 a.m. at St. Augustine's, SOC, for those who don't know, right off of Bernard Road. The race starts at 6 a.m., so you want to get there early to register if you're not registered already.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
always
you.
appreciate you coming on the show, my brother. Uncle.
Yes.
March, baby, and nothing. Y'all make sure to support the thing. Check it out online. Contribute, do your virtual walk, and look out for more great things to come from March, baby, and the Holy Coptic Church International. Yes. Thank you so much for being here, my brother.
Thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Just walk! See y'all tomorrow morning at SOC. We'll be right back.
Meet Leno, your bridge to the future. Wealth planning, investments, corporate services, trust services, pension administration, fund administration, outsourced accounting, and payroll. When you think of financial solutions, think of Leno. Local or international, company or individual, Leno can help. Our team of skilled professionals has the experience and expertise needed for you to strive. Your goals are our goals and our priority. Leno will guide you to the right financial solution with the knowledge, resources, and support you need. Give us a call at 242-396-3225 or email us at info@lenobahamas.com to get started. Visit our website, www.lenobahamas.com, for more information today. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Attention customers, next Tuesday, a major hurricane will cause complete confusion and chaos throughout the entire Bahamas. Water, phone, and internet services will be in short supply. Definite data loss is expected to all local and Family Island businesses.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Be ready with push-to-talk service that keeps you connected with your workforce with a simple push of a button. Contact the experts today at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Island.
Here are 3 young people who stopped attending high school and got disengaged in their educational journey due to the pandemic. Today, they are proudly taking their walk all over the place because they took advantage of BTVI's Smart Start initiative. All high school students in New Providence and the Family Islands can participate in free hands-on learning to improve employability, learn basic literacy and numeracy skills, and earn a BTVI certificate in automotive mechanics, beauty and construction trades, or fashion in only 14 weeks for full-time participants or 24 weeks for part-time. Don't count yourself out. Do what they did and enroll today. Email smartstart@btvi.edu.bs or call 502-6300 so you can take your walk anywhere in life.
welcome back. The Community Support Services Division's primary purpose is to ensure that indigent persons in the community have access to basic necessities. Here to tell us more is Alexis Ferguson-Fowler, Special Project Officer in the Community Support Services Division at the Department of Social Services. Good morning, Alexis, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So, what is the Community Support Services Division, and what services do you offer?
The Community Support Division ensures that basically our primary purposes are to ensure that persons in the community who are having hardships with financial hardships and challenges, that they have access to necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, and assistance with finances.
So those core necessities.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you kind of touched on it already. So, of course, these are typically persons who are disadvantaged for any reasons. But who do you primarily wind up helping?
Honestly, a lot of single mothers. And they do experience a lot of hardships with providing food. They experience hardships with rent, uniform assistance. And those are a lot of cases that I get.
How do people access the services that you provide?
There's many different ways you can access the services. We now have an online portal, which is our Promise portal. Clients can apply online via any device. Clients can visit our 4 outreach centers, which is Foxhill Center, Horseshoe Drive, which is Pitt Road, and Robinson Road Center and Wolf Road Center.
So, just determining, there are a lot of people who might say, I need help with uniforms, I need help with food, I need help, with X, Y, and Z. Right. How do you assess who will receive your services?
Well, an assessment will be made, and assessments are done via interview over the phone or in person if the client wishes to visit the outreach center. And we will assess if you're eligible based on the interview.
Are there some bullet points as it relates to eligibility?
There is. You do have to have required documents such as passport, NIB smart card. If you don't have a passport, we do accept voter's card. And children must have their birth certificates as well as their NIB smart cards. And those are the documents that we do require standard to apply for the assistance.
How did the Hurricane Dorian experience in 2019 and the COVID-19 pandemic impact the delivery of service?
Well, with the impact of Dorian and the pandemic, we introduced the digital platform, which was our Promise portal. And so it gave persons the ability to apply online and, basically almost expedite the services that were needed. And then it was also implemented that we get a natural disaster unit and a COVID unit, and those units were put in place to specifically assist those individuals that were affected from the natural disaster and the pandemic. And it was also ensured that social workers continued to work to assist those individuals and make sure that they got the assistance that they needed.
And on a practical level, how are these resources distributed?
Well, I would say the resources are distributed by the department itself. So for instance, uniform assistance could be accessed via the mobile app Canoe, and persons could access their funds via the digital wallet on Canoe, and usually that's for assistances like uniform assistance, food assistance. They'll have access to a digital wallet, which is the mobile app called Canoe.
Awesome. And if somebody does want to pursue assistance, how do they get into contact with you?
Well, if you would like the assistance, you could always visit the outreach center, the nearest outreach center, and you could always call the centers via telephone directory. You could always also apply online at our website.
Well, this is excellent. I'm glad to hear that so many people who need assistance are able to get it, and in such a seamless, professional, high technology way. So I'm so thankful for what you're doing, and I'm sure the public would also thank you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you for watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
With so much going on in the world today, only accepting cash at your business can be risky. Let Fidelity offer you and your customers safety, convenience, and the flexibility of a fixed or mobile terminal. Take it with you, on the move and on the go, because business should never stop. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit us at any of our branches.
Hi, I'm Ria Christina, and I'm super excited to be the new host of You and Your Money, a local international bank that has actually been closing some of their branches. It actually gives me an opportunity to share my views, my take on the financial matters. Even when we think about what's happening globally, we still have a lot of work to do in terms of having to educate business owners as to the importance, the economic impact, and how it is that we can look at improving the Bahamian economy. $1 billion. That's how much we spend every year importing food in this country. It also gives me an opportunity to have conversations, and that's meaningful conversations with thought leaders within our community, even having to see how it is that we can work together or even the opportunities that may exist for many Bahamians. So I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the great conversations that's to come.
The Euro device is very affordable. It allows you to increase your internet connectivity. You are able to do away with the buffering, say goodbye to the dead spots. It gives them a much more stable connection. Their customers are able to view their digital menus. The establishment is able to stream. It allows for everyone, the customers and the business operators, to have a much more robust and stable internet connectivity.
Hey Mom, can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry, I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance.
What? You know there's a newer way, right?
A new way?
Where have you been? Look, go to newerinsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage a claim.
Oh?
By the way, it's not Nua, it's N-U-A. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
Focal Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. Focal is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. Focal's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. Focal.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up now. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun. Carnival time is here, 'cause when I turn to party,
from Nassau. Visit bahamasresidence.com for details.
Welcome back. For over a decade, the Bahamas Artist Movement has been a dynamic force, fostering creativity and opportunity in the artistic realm. Here to tell us more about this organization are Rowena Poitier-Sutherland, founder of BAM, Erin Brown, BAM board member and talent, disability, and inclusion consultant, Rayvn White, who is an actor and BAM student, as well as Keara Jones, who's also an actor and BAM student. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you for having us.
I see so many familiar faces. I see one new face, but I see just a row of incredibly talented women of all ages. So this is definitely a pleasure for me this morning. And I'm going to actually start with you, Rowena. So tell me about what is the Bahamas Artistic Movement and what are some of your goals and objectives?
Oh, thank you, and good morning, Bahamas. The Bahamas Artist Movement, BAM, is a movement. So we really exist to give voice to the voiceless. That's where we started from in 2011, and to empower people to tell the story, because we believe in the power of a story. And how do you tell these stories, and whose stories do you tell? Everyone has a story to tell. And so we empower you by teaching you that art form through film, television, theater, live performance, and even public speaking. So we do corporate coaching, we do one-on-one acting coaching, and we do, of course, set consultancy. So what does that mean? We have students who have been on shows on NBC, ABC, BET, Paramount Plus, Netflix, and of course, our very own Gumbe Kids.
Of course. I see some of our Gumbe Kids stars here as well. So tell us about the Poitier Mobile Film Festival initiative hosted by BAM.
Thank you. Well, it's born out of that need to tell stories. So one of the things that BAM is really passionate and excited about is being inclusive. And so to my left, we have Miss Erin Brown of Erin Brown Connects. And we're happy to ensure that we have inclusive talent and inclusive storytelling, and I'm sure she's going to tell you more about that. And so POMO, as we call it, is Poitier Mobile Film Festival, and we're starting with children because we want you to know that you can tell a story with your mobile phone. These phones are powerful, and you can capture your story and tell it through film in a very easy way. The kids are great with editing, and they win prizes. They get the opportunity to participate in writing workshops once they win through the Rome International Film Festival.
That is excellent. I'm definitely getting to you, Erin, but I'm going to jump over to our actresses, our little actresses. So, I mean, I feel kind of silly asking this question, but clearly you've been doing this for quite some time. To Rayvn and Keara, how long have you both been acting? I'll start with Rayvn.
I have been acting since I was 6, I think. I was 6, and I was in a commercial for BTC.
Aha. So how old are you now?
I'm turning 12.
So you are a veteran in the acting at 12 years old. Keara?
I've been acting for at least 5 years.
And how old are you?
I am 9 years old.
So you have been acting since you were 4 years old?
Yes, Mom.
My goodness, that's a career path if I've ever heard of one.
And just quickly, shout out to the parents because they believe in them. This is a very different generation, and I know a lot of us wish that we had that support. So they're amazing, always showing up and supporting their children. And that's all BAM parents, but especially Keara and Rayvn's parents.
Of course. I just so happened to follow Keara's mother, and I've seen some early call time posts and some stage mom posts, and I certainly have an appreciation for it. Yeah. So Erin, how does BAM demonstrate its commitment to diversity and inclusion?
Oh my goodness, that question is such a real life telling story of BAM's mission. And they're telling it and they're showing it in very tangible ways. You see it in everything that they do, whether it's the spaces that they hold, the type of students that they bring in, even the talent that they hire and they train, and they make sure that they have the opportunities within entertainment and beauty and fashion industries. You know, it is important that We ensure that everyone, and when I say everyone, it's very cliche, but what BAM is doing is really showing what inclusivity means when it comes to media, production, radio, talk, talent. I mean, it is something that from day one when I met Rowena and she said, I'm starting BAM, I was like, well, you've got a BAMer right here. And from then, I've always been the reminder of all of the talent that not only exists, but that have been in this area for a very long time. I've been in production, I don't even want to date myself, but I would say over 17 years I've been behind the scene, whether it's print, whether it's radio, whether it's television. And a lot of people just don't know that. From makeup artistry to hairstyling to talent, scouting, I've done all of that as a person with a disability. And so it's time that we partner and collaborate with these spaces that's ensuring that all of us, whether we acquire a disability, whether we speak no English, whether we look differently, all of our differences and our diversity is the superpower when you come to BAM.
Oh gosh, we could talk all day about this, but we can't because we actually have an exceptional special performance coming up in a few minutes. So ladies, I just want you to tell me what has been most special to you about being a part of BAM. And I'll start with Keara this time.
BAM is a safe space where you can socialize and learn to build up your confidence. And everybody there is so comforting. And if you're shy, they can change all that. And it's really a new beginning for little children like us. And it's a big opportunity because a lot of people at home say, oh, I could do that. And a lot of them wish they had this opportunity. So I suggest that a lot of children who love filmmaking should come to BAM.
Rayvn?
I think what's so special about it is it helps you realize the importance of what you want to do, of acting. Even if you don't want to act, it's a major confidence booster because it is a safe space for everybody. And you could be a president one day, a tree the next day, a princess, and it just teaches you that you can come out of your shell and be someone else.
Okay, and Rowena, if somebody wants to become a part of BAM, how do they reach out to you?
Follow us on social media, message us. We're BAM Dreams on Facebook, BAM Bahamas on Instagram. Our website is bahamasartistmovement.com, and you can email us at info@bahamasartistmovement.
Awesome. Well, ladies, I have to say thank you once again for waking up super early. To our youngest, I guess, team members here today, we are looking forward to a special performance in just a minute. But before that, we'll have a quick commercial break. So you're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
One thing, two things, blue thing, all things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Hey, are you a woodchuck?
What?
Are you a woodchuck?
Do I look like a woodchuck?
How should I know? This is my first summer here.
What are you talking about?
Didn't you get an orientation sheet? It says what cabin you're in. See? I'm a woodchuck.
Oh, I didn't even look at it. Yeah, woodchuck.
Cool. Hey, you ever gone to camp here before?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. But I heard they don't have a lot of candy. So I brought a whole backpack full, just in case.
Cool. I brought a bunch of firecrackers, just in case.
In case of what?
In case we need to set off some firecrackers in the middle of the night.
Awesome. Oh, my name is Jess, by the way.
Mine's Quinn.
Attention customers! Next Tuesday, a major hurricane will cause complete confusion and chaos throughout the entire Bahamas. Water, phone, and internet services will be in short supply. Definite data loss is expected to all local and Family Island businesses.
Disasters don't plan ahead, but you can. Be ready with push-to-talk service that keeps you connected with your workforce with a simple push of a button. Contact the experts today at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Island.
Here are three young people who stopped attending high school and got disengaged in their educational journey due to the pandemic. Today, they are proudly taking their walk all over the place because they took advantage of BTVI's Smart Start initiative. All high school students in New Providence and the Family Islands can participate in free hands-on learning to improve employability. Learn basic literacy and numeracy skills and earn a BTVI certificate in automotive mechanics, beauty and construction trades, or fashion in only 14 weeks for full-time participants or 24 weeks for part-time. Don't count yourself out. Do what they did and enroll today. Email smartstart@btvi.edu.ds or call 502-6300 so you can take your walk anywhere in life.
Meet Leno, your bridge to the future. Wealth planning, investments, corporate services, trust services, pension administration, fund administration, outsourced accounting, and payroll. When you think of financial solutions, think of Leno. Local or international, company or individual, Leno can help. Our team of skilled professionals has the experience and expertise needed for you to strive. Your goals are our goals and our priority. Leno will guide you to the right financial solution with the knowledge, resources, and support you need. Give us a call at 242-396-3225 or email us at info@lenobahamas.com to get started. Visit our website, www.lenobahamas.com, for more information today. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are here at the Mid Show. I got an eyelashes bothering with me. And so glad that you stuck with us. We've had such a wonderful first half of the show. My name is Mark Daniel.
And I'm Davriel Gardner, and I hope you're still having a happy Friday.
A happy Friday, everyone. That first half of the show was good. Very
Oh,
entertaining,
I
right?
mean, it was exceptional. I was so excited. I feel like I had so many incredible women to talk to. First of all, we have Alexis, who's doing incredible things in terms of serving the community and those who are disenfranchised. And then we had the BAM crew, and I think BAM is a very significant, appropriate acronym for them. Just talking about the incredible things that they're doing. We had a 9-year-old acting star. Like it's a good morning.
I'm not gonna say y'all saw her hair first, but y'all saw her hair today. Right?
Right now, you saw her first on Go Make Kids. She's actually got quite a repertoire.
Yeah, she's a star. She's a star. You know, she's a star. And then we spoke to the folks from the Just Walk fundraiser happening tomorrow at St. Augustine's College, 6 a.m. with the Holy Coptic Church. Make sure to check that out, support it, and go catch a little sweat, man. It's for a good cause. Before we go on, though, there's a lot that happened this week. So first, I want to big up our basketball team, the Bahamas basketball team at the FIBA World Championships. Wow. So we saw the roster that came out. You had DeAndre Ayton, you had Buddy Hield, we had Gordon, and then some of the Bahamian-based players. And man, those fellas are performing. They beat up Cuba, they beat up Argentina, and whoever they send next about to get beat up. So y'all make sure to follow our FIBA basketball team, Bahamas to the world. We get into the Olympics.
Absolutely.
It's
I mean,
happening.
you know, pretty much anytime we win a medal, it's like, well, we won the whole thing.
Yeah. That's it. Competition finished. Don't have no more competition. And then we're going to roll on to the next half of our show. We're going to be talking with University of Florida professor Dr. Clinton Daniel about artificial intelligence and all of the wonderful things it brings to society.
I've got my eyes peeled for this segment in particular. But before we get into that, we will have our second look at weather with Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by NUA, the hands-on agency.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Good morning, Bahamas. In your second look at weather at sunrise, we're looking at the busy tropics, and so we have four systems that we're monitoring. First, we have a broad area of low pressure, a few hundred miles to the west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. This system has a 70% chance of development over the next 7 days. Then we have a trough of low pressure, 1,000 miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands with a 40% chance of development. And then we're monitoring an area of low pressure that could form in a day or two, 700 miles east-southeast of the Les Antilles, and that has a 20% chance. And then an area of disturbed weather just north of Hispaniola is forecast to move into the Gulf of Mexico by early next week. This system has a 30% chance of tropical cyclone formation over the next 7 days. Elsewhere, tropical cyclone formation expected during the next 7 days. On the local scene, the combination of a trough just to the west of Grand Bahama and Abaco and the tropical wave that's in the central Bahamas moving towards the west will enhance the showers and thunderstorms across the islands, and so we expect a wet pattern over the next 24 to 36 hours. High pressure builds, and so we have some windy conditions throughout the weekend. In your marine forecast today, those winds over the extreme northwest Bahamas light and variable, but in the remaining northwest Bahamas, those winds are east to southeast at 15 knots sea 3 to 5 feet and 15-20 knots sea 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. On Saturday, those winds east to southeast at 15 knots sea 3 to 5 feet over the northwest Bahamas, 15-20 knots sea 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Then on Sunday, they continue east to southeast at 15 knots sea 3 to 5 feet over the northwest Bahamas, easterly at 15-20 knots sea 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. You can expect gusty winds and higher seas, locally in those heavier showers and thunderstorms. Your tides. You can expect a high tide at 9:50 this morning. Your next low tide will be at 3:56 this afternoon. High gain tonight at 10:05. Sunset 7:41 this evening. Rising more at 6:44. UV index 8. Your water temperature 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Honeymoon phase. New moon. Your extended look. That trough moves to the west. Also, that tropical wave moves across the northwest and central Bahamas, increasing clouds and showers over the next 24 to 36 hours. So on Saturday, still a wet day, but some improvement come Sunday and Monday with a mix of sun and clouds, a chance of a few showers, though temperature daytime will be in the low 90s, at nighttime in the upper 70s to lower 80s. That puts Rowena and follow good weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Welcome back. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. It is the hottest topic going on around town, and here to discuss this with us in depth is Dr. Clinton Daniel. He is the Associate Professor of Instruction in the School of Information Systems and Management at the University of South Florida. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise, Dr.
Good
Daniel.
morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Such an interesting conversation, and we're up dead early, ready to jump right in.
Sure.
So how would you define AI, and why is it such a big deal?
Right. So artificial intelligence really is about science and engineering of intelligent systems. So today that's mainly found in software programs. What makes it important, what makes it such a buzz, is that it's so ingrained in a lot of our daily lives right now, and a lot of the things that we do and interact with, especially now that we have technology in our hands a lot with smartphones and those types of things. So it really has become sort of a tabletop, if you will, technology that we touch and use every single day, whether we know it or not.
Right. And, you know, we're hearing so much about it now. You're
Yeah.
seeing stuff online. You're seeing in your apps and on some of your web pages, they have the AI browser or extensions that you can add. How long has artificial intelligence been under development, the technology itself? And what are some of the common places, or where are the common places we find it in our technologies today?
Good question. So really, artificial intelligence is nothing new. It's really, it just kind of has become a household, commonly known thing, if you will, today. But it's really, the science of it has been studied even as far back as World War II. So in the 1950s, there was some early research that came out that talked about and posed questions of things like, can computers think, right? Can machines think? And so scientists have been posing this question, working on this idea, understanding this phenomena. Is this possible? Basically, what you're trying to do here with artificial intelligence is get machines to understand human intelligence.
Yes.
So it's really kind of the other way around.
Right. And what are some of the applications that it's used for today?
So today, probably the most common use of that we in our daily lives probably interact with artificial intelligence would be our smartphones, right? Things that make recommendations for us. Like, for instance, even if you just take a common app, I don't know how it works here in the Bahamas, for instance, where we get lost, we use maps or something like that on our, GPS on our phones, on our smartphones. Or perhaps you're interacting with some sort of app on your phone that's making a suggestion of something that, purchases that you make online, or where do I go on vacation, and these types of things. So, embedded within a lot of the apps that you use on your phone, or even the phone itself, when you take a photograph, it's quite remarkable what phones can do when they take photographs. Or some people use social media apps like Snapchat, and it makes ears, funny faces,
all
and
the
these kinds of
filters
things,
and all
right?
that,
It's
right?
filters, it's, all of that is machine learning and artificial intelligence that's implementing an algorithm that's trying to learn how humans could emulate some sort of environment.
If we were to boil it down to a simple, statement, what would be the purpose of AI?
Really, the purpose is for machines to understand how humans behave, or what human capabilities are, how they think. Right. And so the computer is trying to emulate that.
So as you speak about that, I know there's some fears out there. There's a lot of myths. We've watched Terminator, and we've seen all these other movies, right? Skynet, right? So you've heard a lot of these.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the fears and myths, and how valid are they?
So probably one of the most common fears is that artificial intelligence is going to replace us as humans, and that's just really a myth. It's artificial intelligence is designed for a very specific application. It has a very narrow scope. So we as humans are very complex individuals. We do lots of things, right? So some would say, oh, well, it's going to replace my job. So I'm not going to be able to do my job anymore because a robot's going to do it, right? And really that's just a myth, because we as humans, we can use the artificial intelligence technology to make us more productive, as the tool, right? It's not meant to replace us. So think of it in the sense of it could give us more opportunity. So if we had 5 minutes of time, we might recover 2 minutes of that, and we can do more with those 2 minutes.
Be a little more efficient, right?
Yeah.
We all can have a little more efficiency in our lives.
Absolutely.
So yesterday you were at the University of the Bahamas,
Yeah.
and you spoke to some of the lecturers and staff there. What did you talk about?
So the context of yesterday's discussion at University of Bahamas was about understanding how artificial intelligence can be used in education and what the impact of that is. So I spoke to the faculty, and we kind of laid out the research today that's being done and conducted at universities across the world about artificial intelligence. Where are we at? And then also kind of talked about how artificial intelligence impacts the instructors, the teachers. And then not forgetting how does it also impact the students.
Yes.
And to just sort of how to fit all of that in harmony within education. And that's really the context of what we wanted to talk about.
And all of that sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they receive that, and also looking forward to how they can use AI in their classrooms, in their preparation, in their interaction with students and other professionals in the academic realm.
Yeah.
Dr. Daniel, we're going to continue this conversation. This is going great. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, right?
Thank you.
Don't move.
Okay.
All right. Stick with us. We'll be right back, continuing this discussion with Dr. Daniel on AI. Don't go anywhere.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up now. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun. Carnival time is here. That's when I turn to party. This love gun, I got to get so boy. My island's in the sun.
Fly free from Nassau. Visit BahamasResidence.com for details.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. We're continuing our conversation with Dr. Clinton Daniel. He is the Associate Professor of Instruction in the School of Information Systems and Management at the University of South Florida, and we're discussing the benefits of AI. Thanks for staying with us, Dr. Daniel. So let's keep it going, right?
Okay.
So let's talk about the solutions that AI brings to the various industries. Let's talk about medicine.
Sure. That's a really good topic. So in medicine, one of the strengths of artificial intelligence is anomaly detection. So that's one of its applications of algorithms in many different types of industries. So when you think about anomaly detection or finding abnormalities in something, in data really, in medicine, where it's commonly used, for instance, let's say that you had a radiology image or an MRI image, you know, an image of something inside the body. And you can use technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms to detect, okay, this is what we expect this anatomy of the body to look like. But when the algorithm examines that image, it can locate an anomaly, and this type of thing can help in medicine. It can examine sequences in the chemistry of your blood. You know, really what it's trying to do, what these algorithms do is they examine patterns.
Yes.
And so if they can examine patterns, they can find something that's not expected or that's anomalous. And so in medicine, that can save lives. That can identify just ailments within your body, you know, things that maybe the human eye could have missed if just looked at too quickly, or perhaps just kind of scaling a doctor's examination.
Yeah, and probably increase the efficiency with
Absolutely,
which
efficiency.
diagnoses are made and treatments are given.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, which is wonderful. That sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
How does AI impact education? I know you spoke about it briefly with the UB professors,
yeah.
but let's dig into that a little more.
Sure. So in education, there's a concern among educators, and really it's because it's a new phenomena within education where students have discovered these AI tools, tools such as ChatGPT, which was developed by OpenAI. And the difference with artificial intelligence in the way that it's used in education now, and specifically, let's just look at the context of a student. Maybe before they would Google search something, right? So I'm looking for some information, I want to use the internet, so I open up Google and I search for it. What's different about AI is that you can ask it questions. So maybe at home you may think about Siri or Alexa. You know, Alexa, tell me something about the weather today, right? I may have just turned on a bunch of people's Alexa right now.
I like that.
But, you know, so with students, it's the same way. They can, and it becomes a conversational form of intelligence, which is quite dramatically different. And it can produce incredible results that are just quite striking. It's quite, you know, at first glance, there's a fear in this. So for educators, when they see what results that artificial intelligence can draw upon, it's just incredible, right? It can write poetry, it can make paintings, it can help write papers, give ideas, and all of these things. And so instructors are highly concerned, okay, is this work coming from the student?
Right.
Or is it coming from artificial intelligence?
Right.
And so they really are looking for a way to understand how to tell that difference.
Yeah, and you know, when I was back in high school, to me, using spell check in Word felt like cheating. Now you got a whole AI that's going to just riddle that out for you.
Right.
And so it changes, and we have to adapt to it. And I understand some of the frustrations, but also the potential benefits for in the classroom.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next industry. How does AI benefit business?
Oh, that's a really good question. So in business, it's really taking off. AI is being adopted in so many different ways. I mean, when you look at the business world, many of them are motivated by profit, right? So, and they're motivated by their customers and their products and their services. So they're looking to adopt AI to promote those things in a positive way, right? And so if you've got everything from chatbots in tourism, where you have a tourist that's looking to book a cruise to come to the Bahamas, right? And instead of a human there's a chatbot having a conversation with them. What tours should I take when I come to the Bahamas? But also, like, if you look at industries like the finance, you know, banking, and they're looking for things to help customers with fraud detection, right? Anomalous, you know, your credit card was used here and here at the exact same time. Was that you, right? Fraud alerts and these things. And so, you know, they're trying to prevent identity theft from their customers. Things like this. So it's models, and it's just very, very incredible the way that it's caused new service lines in businesses in multiple industries.
It seems like the possibilities are endless, right? And it can be used to help improve efficiency and productivity, and your bottom line in your business. How can you tell that something is AI generated versus human generated?
Right. So this is a big, big question. So the best answer that I can give you right now in science, because AI is a combination of science and engineering, right? Where the science comes into play is that, for instance, we mentioned before healthcare examples. So that would be a healthcare scientific problem, right? Identifying the anatomy. When you talk about speech that's being translated to text, we're talking about bringing in the social sciences and the science of natural language, how we talk, what we say. What does a Bahamian say when they say something versus someone from another country? Like, they're saying the same thing, but they're saying it differently, right? So artificial intelligence processes language. And so it's not a perfect science. Science is not perfect. It gives you, when you combine it with engineering, it uses math and says, this is the best that we can tell. We're 90% confident that this was written by AI or by a human, right? But there's always that percentage, that outlier that says, I'm not really sure, right? So science is really, has a way to go in understanding those differences, and a lot of that is happening in the research.
As we wrap up quickly, what is the step in AI?
I think really the next step of AI is really making it a part of understanding of how we can use it in our daily lives, right? How we can use it in a positive way, but also understanding the misuses of it. So we really have to have an equal understanding of both sides. And the more that becomes part of our common knowledge in our daily lives, just like today we know what we can search for when we do a search in Google, right? What our expectations are and what we know is not, appropriate. So I think with AI, it's the same way. And I think as in our common lives, in business, in culture, in science, and all of these things that make us humans, we find a fitness for it, and just as well as understanding where not to fit it.
Wonderful. This has been such a great conversation. I feel as though I have a degree in AI now. I must get my register for one of your lectures in the University of South Florida. But thank you so much, Dr. Daniel, for being here with us today, enlightening us on AI, the benefits, and what's left to happen in the future. So we look forward to another conversation with you and to the future of AI.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
very
for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
One thing, two things. Blue thing, whole things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Well, it has been another great show on Bahamas at Sunrise. We have really covered the entire spectrum. We're talking about community service. We're talking about arts and entertainment. We're talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and what that means for the Bahamas. I feel like we covered quite a bit.
It was a great show, and we're kicking off a great weekend. And so we're so glad you started your weekend with us. As we go into the weekend, just two birthdays I have to mention. Yesterday, August 17th. First of all, the godfather of Bahamian music, Ronnie Butler. Birthday was yesterday. And also Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Red, gold, and green. Red, black, and green. One God, one name, one destiny. Y'all go play some Ronnie Butler this weekend and go read yourself some Marcus Garvey.
Oh my gosh, I have to jump in. It's my mother-in-law, Kay Gardner's birthday today. So happy birthday. She's in New York living her best life. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Have a great weekend, y'all. See y'all on Monday.